And thank you so much for joining me. This is meteorologist Eric Tallman with the Michigan News Channel for Southeast Michigan, Detroit. I'm not showing my identity because I mainly wanted to tell you more about the aftermath, about the snowstorm. Normally, I do show myself, but specifically just for privacy reasons, we're not going to do that today, so I'm not showing myself. So mainly this story is basically going to be on everything that you're seeing on the screen right now, and it's going to be quite interesting indeed. So this is what we're definitely going to talk about is the ice, and this is some of the aftermath of what I'm showing you from the snowstorm that we had, and then the freezing rain that we had even made things even worse. We're going to show you some things behind the scenes of what you do see, and you're going to probably be thinking, I shouldn't have been out in this weather. And it is cold outside, so I'm going to try and make this as quickly as possible, and then I'll do another blog after that. So there's going to be two clips to this, one where you don't see me at all, where you see the inside and outside look of the aftermath from the storm, and then you'll hear from me in just a little bit. So that is just a big chunk of ice right there. That's not the only problem that northern Macomb County was seeing. They were also seeing not just that, but there is some damage uh, that we were going to also show you bits and pieces of very slowly. So we're going to take you for a walk right now. Um, we're walking in this parking lot. I'm actually in northern Macomb County. I'm just not specifying the address or anything specifically like that. But we're showing you exactly the aftermath of what the storm did and all the damage that it does create when things get really nasty and cold. And there's a lot of tree limbs down out here. There's actually way out there you can see that there's uh, big chunks of ice in certain spots that are all frozen. And as we continue to walk along here, you can see that there's actually a lot of trees down there. Is quite a bit of damage out here. We just wanted to give you a demonstration of what happens when you have high winds, you have severe weather, you have freezing rain, and all this kind of stuff. A lot of different things can happen, and we're pretty sure it may have been from those high winds that we had when the severe weather that brought the wintry precipitation through did all of this that you're seeing right now. So I'm showing you right now what it looks like. It's not all that good. A lot of branches are down, you can see. No, the power, nothing happened to the power. So this is what you're seeing right now. Just trees and branches all over the place, and I'm going to show you the other side right now as well. We'll kind of focus in on this side over here too. And you don't want to be walking around where you see patches of ice or anything like that. It's not really a good thing. You can see that there's a lot of uh, tree tree limbs down, a whole bunch of stuff that are actually down all over and scattered here about. So there is quite a bit to look at here. So hopefully a lot of you guys are careful. I'm just giving you more of an inside look. So this is kind of interesting. So from over here, there's still some icy patches back over here, and then if we look I'm sorry, I was trying to focus in on the ice thing. I'm going to go directly over to that. I'm sorry about that. Um, anyway, um, this is basically what I'm trying to say. This is all ice that you see. All this ice is frozen, so I'm just saying um, whenever we have winter severe weather, you want to take extreme precaution and be very careful when you're outside, because this can be completely dangerous for you to be walking in if it's in a big large area and you're walking, and let's say all of a sudden you trip and fall. Well, then this is just a demonstration of real aftermath and what can really happen after the storm is over, and I'm going to tell you, we have more to show you. So this is not over. This is absolutely incredible. I've never seen anything like this in quite some time, but this is actually winter for you. So that's what we're demonstrating. You can just see this big, huge, large uh, tree limb fell from this tree up here. I'll go ahead and give you an example. It was from this tree. Those tree limbs that you see came down after we had that storm, and you can see some of these limbs are quite large in size, as a matter of fact. So you can see they're all over here. But I want to show you something even more interesting. But wait, as I walk right by, you can see there's even a bigger, huge uh, tree branch that actually fell from one of the trees. I speculate it would be from the tree to the right here, I'm thinking, because you can see there's stuff all over the place. But when you see all this ice over here, you're going to be thinking, wow, that is winter for you. So this whole section right here, we're warning you right now. We're going very slowly. We're walking very slowly, and I'm just giving you little bits and pieces. You can just see this whole area right along in here, all the way over there. There's big chunks of ice all the way, and it is actually explosive, and it's all in one spot. So it's almost like going ice skating. And I'm just saying, for the moment, you don't want to take any risks trying to walk on this ice or anything like that, because you could fall and hit your head, injure yourself within a matter of minutes. So please be careful if you have ice that is still frozen to the ground. Like over here in this section, all of this whole broad area that I'm showing you right now specifically has all ice. So right now, that is actually a concern, and you want to be careful. But we can tell you, it is quite a bit of damage out here, and it did what Mother Nature said it was going to do. So it's not anything pretty to look at, but it's very dangerous, especially if you're going to be adventuring out. So some areas in Metro Detroit are also experiencing the same thing, frozen ice on roadways and things of that nature. So they could be on, they could be on the ground. I've seen it on sidewalks and all that kind of stuff. So certain parts of metropolitan Detroit are dealing with the same kind of aftermath that we're dealing with. So people that are north of M59, you don't want to take a chance of dealing with anything like this. So if you run into freezing rain or any kind of thing when you have colder temperatures, look out. And tonight, temperatures are going to be very, very cold. We're going to detail that in a complete detailed forecast coming up in just a little bit. This is Eric Tallman reporting. We'll see you guys later.